Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's the Pre-Avengers here, guys, and welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video, guys. We got a brand new update that just came out today, or this morning, whatever you want to call it, and it is the brand new Mutant update. If you've not checked it out, go update the game and log in. We got a lot of pluses here, a lot of great stuff, and a lot of minuses, a lot of bad stuff. So we're going to talk about all of it. We're going to review all of it, and we have plenty more videos coming out after this update, diving deeper into all the brand new stuff. So first of all, we have 4 new uniforms. We got Jean Grey, Dark Phoenix, Cyclops, Beast, and Angel. So we're going to go through in preview skill, and we're going to play them and show you guys a little bit, talk about each character, what I think they're useful for and what not. And Jean Grey goes to tier 4 if you did not know. So obviously she's going to be a big highlight. She's what everybody's talking about right now. She is a must-have. She is probably the most broken character in the game right now, guys. So we'll get into that. And then we also have a lot of bugs that unfortunately came out, which is very annoying. And we're going to talk about all that too. Then we also have a brand new World Boss Legend, which is Dark Phoenix, which we'll get into as well. So let's go ahead. Let's start with the elephant in the room, which is Phoenix, because everyone's talking about her. Jean Grey. So first of all, we're going to buy her uniform here because she's broken. So just to give a perspective of how broken she is. First of all, in PvE, she's pretty solid, especially at level 80 and tier 4. You can get some of your runs done with her, and obviously that really helps for the mutant stages, because as of right now, all you can use is Storm. So, but the problem is with Storm is she's paywall. So with Jean now, that opens things up for free-to-play players, even though she's pretty expensive. So, she obviously costs 1,500 crystals, as you saw there, but it is worth it, guys. If you already have her, especially at tier 3 like I do, this is totally worth it. To put it in perspective of her power, like I was saying, in timeline battle, there have been people, I won't show you because there's a lot to cover in this, and I'll have a separate video for it, but there have been people with level 70 Jean Grey who have went and killed tier 4 Hulk. Yes, the character we were complaining about that is broken because of his force skill, she can take out at level 70. That's not even level 80. That's not even tier 4. And she has a second life, which is crazy. If you haven't checked out other people's videos, check them out. I'll have a video out soon too, though. So stay tuned for that. But there, I saw someone who literally took out with a level 70 Jean, a tier 4 Hulk, a Gore max build, and a Thanos max build. And this guy was not a terrible timeline battle player, using the top 100, and the guy who beat them with the Phoenix was not a top 100 player, but still pretty good, obviously. But she's crazy, guys. They completely changed up all her skills. Let's take her into the preview real quick and talk about her skill animations and whatnot. But she is absolutely broken. So I'm going to have to go into owned here now. I would take her into World Boss and show you guys and Timeline, but I always do this with brand new characters. I'll take them in here first. So here we go. So let's take a look first at the third skill. One second, we're going to load the volume a little bit because it's way too loud. Her third skill here, first of all, she like phases in and out and then spawns these tornadoes that kind of look like human tornadoes. It's really cool. Her movement speed is not terrible. It's decent for a flying character. She spawns these orbs with her first skill. It's 4 of them. Not too bad. Her second skill looks awesome. Reminds me of Cyclops' skill. And as you can see there, it stuns them and freezes them. That's really good for speed. Then for her fourth skill here, she actually spawns this massive tornado that really resembles Human Torches. And with her fifth skill, one of my favorites, she spawns the Phoenix emblem on the bottom as you can see, and then she spawns in these meteorites of her powers, kind of like Thanos does in his Avengers Endgame uniforms. You can see kind of a little bit of inspiration for some of these where they got it from. Then her tier 3 stayed the same, but they reactified it completely, gave it all new buffs and whatnot, and they changed the end tier a little bit with the rocks looking more fiery. So that's really cool. And her tier 4, she has Captain America, I mean, that's just a regular, if you have a person in, but she has a orb around here. So Captain America won't come in, that's just the normal thing for when you're in here. But she has this giant orb around here. She's so fiery, it looks awesome, and her eyes also are glowing. It looks so cool. I mean, as far as character design, she looks great, and her skill animations look even cooler. And she's busted, guys. I'm telling you, if you don't get her, you guys are gonna, for the next who knows how long, it depends. literally she'll be on top of the meta until a good speed tier 4 comes out, which I don't know when that's going to come, especially for PvP. So she's going to be on top of the meta for a while, guys, especially because of her revive. So right now, it's either join them and get her to level 80 at least, I would say. You can work at level 70, but I would get her to level 80 at least. That's what I'm working on. I might even go further in tier 4 her. And so let's talk about that real quick. But guys, if you don't invest in her, you're just going to get crushed by other genes constantly. And it's honestly, you might feel like quitting the game. So I would quickly invest. She's literally busted, guys. Unless she gets nerfed, she is going to be the most cracked player or character in the game. Sorry. So as far as her tier 4 rewards, I don't have an image here pulled up. I didn't have enough time to find one, but I will once we get her to tier 4. She is not twice the amount of materials. So people were speculating that because she was a native tier 2, that upgrading her would cost twice the materials for Carboranium and Soul of the Fault Line. That is not the case, guys. It is only 1.5 times, I believe. So instead of paying the normal 5,000 Soul of the Fault Line and about 6,000, 7,000 Carboranium, instead you'll be paying around, I think it was like 11,000, 12,000 Carboranium and around 7,000 Soul of the Fault Line. So for me, obviously, I was looking at Iron Man, but now I really want a tier 4 her. So I just need about 1,900 or so, 800 so the fault line, I have plenty of Carboranium. And the life seed, I believe, does not really change. And then obviously the books stay the same. So yeah, guys, it really depends on RNG. So you don't take it like, don't think that it is exactly that amount. It could be less, it could be more, but she is a little bit more expensive than regular tier 4s. But right now, guys, it is absolutely worth it. So that's pretty much everything I want to talk about with Jean Grey in this video. Now, she's already taken up like 6 minutes of the video, so let's go talk about a couple of the other characters. And then we'll talk about the massive glitches and bugs that everyone's talking about. But yeah, guys, overall, you need to invest in her. We'll have 2 videos come out for her, one in PvE and one in PvP, just showing her off. And maybe even a second one in PvP because she is so crazy right now in PvP. And then obviously we'll have a tier 4 video out for her at some point as well, especially as once that comes out with the 5. Anyways, here we go with Cyclops. But I still kind of like it. Here she has Jean Grey come in, which is really cool. And his laser like goes in all different directions, which I thought was a nice touch. Different from his normal just like straight laser beam. But here he has Rogue that comes in, so I love all the candles. He drops the bomb, and he just absolutely lasers everyone. Here's third skill. He like drops these grenades, kind of, that like shoot even more lasers. I think that's his coolest looking skill, to be honest. Most creative. Second skill is pretty generic. Same with his first. He literally just punches. And then tier 3, for the most part, stays the same. He just blasts in the ground like he usually does. Honestly, guys, he's going to get replaced really fast. All that he is still is a support. He can do a little bit more damage than before, but it's nothing major. So unfortunately, those Cyclops fans, I'm sorry. I mean, to be honest, I'm sorry for the Beast, Angel, Cyclops, and Bishop fans, because Jean Grey is just going to overshadow all of them. At the end of the day, this update is going to be all about Jean Grey in the future. Here you go. Here's Beast. He looks pretty cool. He looks like like Explorer, which I think is cool. His first skill is pretty generic. Third skill is awesome. He breaks up the rocks, throws it in the sky, and then he shoots it mid-air and the rocks come down. It's a very nice touch that the devs added in there. And his second skill is awesome because it can like suck people the Ultron people into the same spots, and you can keep doing damage in that same spot, and you can collect them all. It's pretty cool. This skill reminds me a lot of Wolverine's, where he just kind of splashes around and then like rages out. Which is cool. And then this one is a little bit more generic. It's still pretty cool. He just throws up grenades and blows them up. And then he has a transcendent skill with Angel and with Bishop. So this is really cool here. Let's check it out. So yep, he screams, Angel's flying around shooting stuff, and then Bishop's shooting all his photon blasts and whatnot. So that's really cool. And then let's take a look at Angel. I know I'm speaking for these characters, guys, but honestly, the only sleeper here is probably going to be Angel. The rest of them, Beast and Cyclops and Bishop, they're just not going to do anything major. They're not going to be a huge addition to the roster, and especially with Gene just overshadowing them. To be honest, all his skills are decent looking. He probably has the, like, most underwhelming. Like, I feel like with his core skills, it looks so generic and, like, I don't know, like underwhelming for fourth skill, and then you have his third skill that looks amazing. It looks like it deals so much more damage, but he's still pretty cool. I mean, I think he's gonna be the most slept on, but he's decent, guys. He's probably the best out of Cyclops and Bishop, just because of his ability to support, and because he has a little bit of PvP value, but obviously with Gene, a lot of the PvP characters' value just dropped significantly. So the only other character we have to show off here is Bishop, and obviously he didn't get a uniform, which is upsetting. I don't like how they keep just dropping new transcendent skills without a uniform, but hey, it is what it is. But he just gets a new transcendent skill here, which is the same pretty much just from his perspective as he's here. So yeah, pretty cool. Those are all the characters. I don't want to make this video too long, so that's why I'm just kind of running through everything. So now let's talk about the brand new World Boss Legend, Jean Grey. So to unlock her, just like other times, you have to clear Mephisto, Infinity Ultron, and Gore 5 times. The only difference is you don't have to clear Null 5 times. Last time you had to do that for Gore. This time you don't, so they're making it 3 every time, which is good to know. And I can collect my first one for Ultron. So I have a video out on how to beat her and showing off how high I can climb as soon as I unlock this in 2 days. So, well, 3 days is when I'll be able to make the video. A lot of people paid to unlock her just to get the videos out there. I'm not one of those people, guys, so you have to wait a little bit longer to see anything from me. I've heard it's really fun. I've heard it's challenging. Obviously, any new World Boss Legend is going to be fun. But the only sad part is the rewards didn't get changed. I was really hoping they'd add Soul of the Fault Line or really heavily increase the carbonuranium drops, but no, yeah. I mean, I should have saw it coming, guys. They literally dropped Gore and did nothing new with him. They added the carbonuranium to all the characters, but they didn't make him they didn't make his rewards any better than Null and Mephisto. I literally can play Null and Mephisto and get the same rewards as Gore and Ultron, which makes no sense when you compare Gore to Null. Null is so much easier, 10 times easier. And now Dark Phoenix, it's even worse. But who knows? Maybe they'll give us better rewards later. You can't tell me that a new CTP here is a better reward. Hardly anyone gets these CTPs. And I could even argue that the Judgment and Regen can be better than the Authority in some scenarios, along with even the Energy. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. But nevertheless, I'll still have the content out on this because I'm really excited to play this. And it still should be fun, even though the rewards didn't get changed. So, devs, please change it. The only thing that I did really like is that they did add Phoenix Feathers and the crystals here. This is the first World Boss Legend that got this added, which is pretty cool. I feel like they should have done that a while ago, though, because for the longest time now with World Boss Legend, no one has been able to farm the crystals and Phoenix Feathers. It's only been the Black Antimatter and Orange Stones of Chaos. So they haven't had the resources available to build these other mutants and to even craft cards, regular base cards that you need to re-roll for your stats. So I think it's pretty cool. That might give me a little bit more incentive to play this mode, but still, guys, I don't know. I'm gonna play it personally because I have an ego and I like being able to say, oh, I'm in stage I don't know 15 of Dark Phoenix or whatever. I don't want to just be stuck at 1 and 2 and just never climb, you know. But that might not be the case for everyone. So we'll see what the community thinks about it. I've heard that it's fun to play though, and it's in the old Danger Room. They changed it up. The old Danger Room map. I think that's awesome that they reused that. I mean, obviously, I personally would love to see a brand new arena, but because they changed it, I do like that. Okay. We got all the good stuff out of the way, all the positivity. Now we're unfortunately at the wrap of the video here with all the negatives. First of all, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but look at this. If you look here, right there, the new tier 4 character, Jean Grey, can be advanced to tier 4. Does this look familiar to you guys? This little cartoon image here that they made was back in 2020 when she got this uniform 2 years ago. They reused it. I don't know, guys. That seems kind of, I don't know. That I didn't realize it until I checked out Cynicalex's video, and I just thought it was funny, guys. I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. Like they made this art, but they can't make that one. That, it's just funny. 2 years ago, they're reusing the same art. Whatever. Anyways, that's not the most disappointing part. And neither is the rewards for World. Well, actually, that could be the most disappointing part, depending on what you are hoping for. The most annoying and disappointing part, guys, is that players all across have been complaining about World Boss Legend being harder. That ever since the update dropped, they've known significant drops in time in their clears. They're not clearing stages as fast as they could before. They're redoing the stages, making sure they proc on time and everything, and they're not doing it. And it's so many people that are complaining about it that it can't be a coincidence that everyone's like making it up. At first, the rumor that I heard was past like stage 30, people couldn't do it. But then I started hearing that it was just people doing it under stage 10 as well. We're seeing differences. But then that there was some people not seeing any difference at all. So that got me intrigued. I had already used my first 5 world bosses on accident, forgetting about the new world boss. So that's why I'm behind today on unlocking her. But I hadn't got to check it out. So I decided to check it out, and here's what I found out. So this here is an example of my clear back when I made the Captain America video. Stage 9, level 80 caps, same exact build, same supports, and same strikers on the top there by the time. And it ended in 3:44, okay? So we did it in a minute, let me do the math, a minute and 16. So it took us a minute and 16 to clear Ultron, right? Now take a look at this. This was just today before I started streaming. I did multiple test runs to make sure that I wasn't like screwing up every time, that I was procking on time. And sure enough, I couldn't clear it faster than 3:15 with I believe I tried 7 times. I could not clear. It was so frustrating, guys. Oh my goodness. I was so mad. Yeah, so apparently it affected me. It took me a lot longer. It took me 30 seconds, about 30 seconds longer, which doesn't seem like a big difference right now, but as I climb higher, it will be. And it still frustrates me as a player knowing that I could have cleared this faster and I could have been done with it already, claim my rewards. Like it's just frustrating. So yeah, I'm really upset, guys, that I'm one of these players affected. And it's also upsetting to know that there's players that aren't affected because then they get to take off and, climb higher stages before me because they can clear it faster and whatnot. And it's annoying, guys, I'll be honest, but I'm gonna have to deal with it. But I do believe it'll cause a problem if they don't fix it. And Cynicalex, mentioned him again, brought up a good point. Back when story mode fragment farming came out, they had an issue where players were opening this chest here and they were getting almost guaranteed P cards every time. So it was some sort of glitch that people found and they just started spamming it and they were getting P cards for free every time. Within 6 hours, they dropped a patch and they fixed it because they realized, oh shoot, they're getting stacked accounts now because of this. Some players got regressed. They took away the con cards. Some got banned. It was crazy, guys. I remember this too when it happened. I was actually playing during this time, and I think a little after this is when I took a break from the game. But anyways, that happened. This has been out for more than 12 hours now and it has not been fixed or addressed. So part of me thinks that they did it on purpose and we're hoping that no one would notice. But obviously, we noticed. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know what else to talk about. It's frustrating. It's annoying. It just when you it's annoying when you have these decent updates and all people are going to think about looking back on this update now is one, Jean was busted. She's literally on top of the meta, better than any other character in the game right now. And that along with that came many annoying bugs and no updates to rewards. Now, to a certain extent, personally, I understand the whole no update to rewards thing because of the fact that that's exactly what they did with tier 3s last year. It wasn't until like 8 or 9 months that they finally increased CCF and made it easier for us to farm tier 3s by putting it in dispatch and putting it in story mode. So I honestly don't see that happening for another like 2 to 3 months either. I honestly, if I had to predict right now, we are not going to get more tier 4 rewards until probably the Ant-Man movie in February, maybe a little longer than that afterwards. Either way, it's going to be around that time. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all my thoughts. We're trying to realize her potential. Also, on a side note, almost close to realizing Neymar's potential. So I have a level 80 and level 70 video out for you guys, probably both in one. And then same thing for Jean. As soon as we can get her to level 80, we'll have a video for level 70 comparing her and level 80. So stay tuned for all of that. And we got some more shorts coming out for these characters, showing off all their new uniforms. If you still not check them out, so do me a favor and go watch those as soon as they're out, and leave a like and maybe a comment as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review. Tried staying as positive as I could and left the negativity till the end. But, that's just how it has to be, guys. Sometimes these things happened, and as a player, there's nothing we can do but point it out. So, yeah, hopefully, sorry to those that are affected just like me, and hopefully they fix it soon. We'll see, and welcome to the new meta. Well, not new meta. This has been a meta before, but welcome back to the Jean Grey meta. Um, it, Fight or die, man. You get her, you're chilling. You don't, it's gonna be terrible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Check me out on TikTok and Twitch at The Pre-Avengers. Thank you guys again. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.